Alright, today's project I'm trying to get the demo done on the front end here so I can build a frame, or a rack rather, for the water tank. The water tank's going to be like 6 feet going, or 5 feet, whatever, going across here. And I got to build a support for it so it'll sit flush here, up, and then I can get all the tubing and stuff hooked up. But I got to get this board out so I can get access to the frame, which is under here. Yeah, there's that frame. Can't find my stand, so can't really film it right now. But anyway, that's what I'm doing, and I'll find my stand here in a little bit, and we'll jack this up when I get in here, but it's just tight. Rat's nest. Oh, did you see that? A rat's nest. Right there. Alright, well, get that thing out of there. Let's see what we can do here. Alright, I'll take this thing, cut it all down. See this, but there's a lot of condensation, and the condensation goes down into the bilge. Always moist. Yeah. So this discoloration is an epoxy. A lot of these older John boats and other boats that have rivets and stuff like that will begin to leak around the seams and the rivets. They'll put this epoxy in there, and it's supposed to get in the cracks and in the rivets and stop the leaking. So it doesn't seem like it's leaking. It just seems like that was just condensation. So that's a good thing. I'll put you back. Alright, another tool. Here we go. reinforced support or something. Hard to tell. Hard to tell what's original, what's not. Oh, here we go. Alright, watch your head. A castaway or not. We got leaves and paper towels. Oh, there's a little stink bug. There's a castaway. Nope. Okay. All right. So here's kind of a sneak peek of the bow section. This is the front of the boat where it curves up. This is kind of how they did it. Got some supports there. Goes up down here. A little bit of that there. Yep. These tubes here are for the window, so the rain will drop down here and it's supposed to drain out that, but that one over there is plugged, so I gotta get a new tube in there. Looks like a 1/4 inch. Anyway, yeah, there's a little for my home and a perfect little spot too. Looks like that was flipped around, so this part there is screwed down, that part there, so that was probably somewhere else. I'll probably not insulate this, but I probably should. Just because this is where the water tank, so I'm just going to have to leave it open so I can get heat into this area. Keep it from freezing. Alright, and I'll put you back on the stand. So I put these 2 supports back in there so I can walk in and out and not have to worry about bending that frame on the window. I'm going to go ahead and get some aluminum L bracket. I'm going to go from here to there. It's got to go 12 inches, and then I got to have 16 inches of clearance for the water tank, and it's going to go all the way along the front. So I got to get it screwed into that. Nice and flat, and then actually get the tank in here. I'm gonna probably get some help for that. Get it going. Anyway, progress. Okay, I tried to make the braces for the water tank. So I got these L brackets that were originally the railings for the gangway over here. So I'm trying to repurpose them. So I'm having to make 15-inch sections. And put an 1.5 inch cut and folding it, and I'll show you what that's for. Come inside. So the water tank will sit in here on these braces. They'll go in. They'll be secured here. There'll be a piece of wood under there just to give it some extra support. It'll be bolted in there, and then on this side and on top. And it'll be bolted through here. And there'll be a piece of wood that'll go in. There'll be extra support for that. And just go all the way down. And have supports for it. Alright, I'll be back. Getting ready to wrap it up here today. Got the brackets made and everything, got all that stuff done. I'm trying to hook up some hoses here for the tank. Get the tank all hooked up so I can put it in there and not have to worry about crawling around underneath and doing it once I get the tank in there. And I'm trying to get the barb piece into the 1/2 inch piece, and of course it's tight, so I'm going to try lubing the barb part with some vegetable oil and see if that helps. I tried heating it up already. See if this works. Might be a Shanty boat plumbing hack. Let's see. Okay, where did the line go? There it is. Okay. Oh yeah, there you go. A little vegetable oil. Get it in there, get it started, twist it. There we go. And, I can get the keep forgetting to charge the cameras in. The batteries keep dying, so there might be some missing footage here. Process. It's wintertime, so the water at the marina here has been shut off so that they don't freeze the lines and have all kinds of problems. So I'm probably going to end up filtering some of the water here like I did the other day when I was testing the system, just to get it inside the tank and make sure I don't have any leaks, and I'll have to adjust accordingly if I do. Okay. Now this tank came out of a big houseboat. Traded for somebody else for a smaller tank. So I'm just trying to make this one work for mine. So I had to cap this off, which this is the fill portion, and I'm using this as the this will be the water that gets filtered from the rivers or the lakes, whatever, coming here. And then for my part here, which goes into the sink and the shower, will be through the smaller pump, the one I used to filter from the river the other day. Will come out here, and then I got this part here closed off. And typically there would be someplace there would be a vent line somewhere, but I'll have to do that here when I get another one of these someday. Just I gotta loosen this cap. It's been clamp around. Since this will be the top, this will be the bottom. I'm going to get access to the clamp this way. No, I'll do it the other way, upside down. Maybe because I get clamps. Yep. That's how this stuff goes. Mismatched pieces, use what you got, and just figure out ways to make it work. It's the only way to do it. Okay, there we go. There's that. Now I gotta hook this one in. Let me find that hose. Here it is. This is new hose. Of course, anything you have to buy new is extremely expensive these days, so you can find some place that's got cheaper stuff, go for it. If you do one of these builds, you're probably going to be racking up the bill very quick for any little parts and pieces and plumbing, electrical. We do a lot of trading and bartering here. This tank I got from JC, or the Renegade. I swapped him mine because he wanted a smaller one, I wanted a bigger one. And then, yeah, of course the hose I had to buy new. So. Yeah, there we go. going to be quite a luxury to have running hot water for a shower and be able to do dishes, not have to go up to the marina. Maybe I should test this out on the deck tomorrow and just fill it up and make sure that nothing's leaking, and then drain it with the pump, same pump. And yeah, then I could do it before I put it in there. That's an idea. Okay, so that one was on this one. Too small. Just right. Keep putting it on backwards. I want to get it so that the fitting, I can work on it from inside the boat while it hangs in there, if I have to tighten anything or loosen anything. And I keep forgetting which way to put the little nut part, so I can tighten it, loosen it, or whatever. Okay. There we go. That's not tight enough. Let's find a different one. That should work. Myself mill down a 2x4 into another brace, help keep the front end up, and give me an anchor point to anchor the bracket to. All right, I'm going to put this stuff outside and get cleaned up for the day, and I think it's about beer 30. All right, see y'all tomorrow.